one side, and it is also having slight amount of, it is having steps. The round side, it is having steps, or it is divided into 3 striations. Okay, but Adam's plan is that there is no striations on that. Now you have to identify this malocclusion. This is a very simple malocclusion. The maxillary anteriors are lingual to the mandibular anteriors. This is a cross bite. Okay, and this is an anterior cross bite. It's a very simple question. And cross bite can be single tooth or multiple tooth. Can be corrected by removable appliances like Z-spring or Catalan's appliance. Can be corrected easily. Now, in cross bite, the maxillary tooth are lingual to the mandibular tooth. But here you can see the maxillary second molar is completely buccal to the mandibular molar. There's no occlusion. This is called as scissor bite. Okay, it is not a cross bite. It is opposite to that. It is scissor bite. It is also called as buccal non-occlusion. Scissor bite is lingual non-occlusion. Okay, if the tooth is completely lingually, it is lingual non-occlusion. But the scissor bite is buccal non-occlusion. It is a typical case of open bite. Anteriorly, there is no occlusion. It is open bite. Posteriorly, this slight amount of cross bite also, if you can make it out. But this diagram depicts the anterior open bite. Simple question. Now, this is a case of, it's a picture which is depicting the method of the CBCT scan. See, what is CBCT? It is cone beam computed tomography. In cone beam computed tomography, you can see this, the X-rays are forming a cone. Okay. In CT scan, it is not a cone. It is a thin slice of X-rays which pass through the body. In CBCT, the amount of exposure is less. In CT scan, the exposure is more. So this is a diagram representing CBCT scan or cone beam computed tomography. Here you have to tell this angle. See this angle. This is a study model, maxillary study model. It is flat from this side. These two sides, it is not pointed. The maxillary study model, this angle is 70 degrees. In mandible, this angle is 65 degrees. This angle in maxilla is 30 degrees. In mandible, this angle is 0. Angle is curved. It is not. Okay. So here you have to tell these points. Okay. Now these points, they are the gingival zenith. What is zenith? It is the highest point on the cervical margin. So this highest point is usually located distal axis of the crown. It is located slightly distal in case of and canines. But in case of it is located, or it is posted long axis. It is located directly on the long axis of axis. So remember this distal and canine coincident in case of that. Now these are the golden portion. What is golden portion? The golden portion is a bit of front view. It's the extent of flat of first molar 62 per canine. So these distal increases as well posteriorly on the frontal view. The apparent visual distal. Okay, this is golden proportion, and this concept was given by Ricketts, who has also given various other important things in orthodontics. These lines represent the connectors. What are connectors? Connectors are those areas where the two teeth are connecting with each other. There, that whole area where they are touching with each other. Between the two central incisors, these two, this line which is depicting the connector, it is usually 50% of the full crown length. The size of connector is 50% of the full crown length. Between central and lateral, 40% of the full crown length. Lateral and canine, 30% of the full crown length. These arrows, they are depicting the connectors. Okay. See, this is the face of Apollo. Now, Angle said that the face of the Apollo was ideal, and this line, glabella to chin, it passed directly touching the lips, and his face was simple, ideal, and perfect face. This line, Angle said that it was harmony line, connecting the glabella to the chin. Okay, this is the face of Apollo. If the face of Apollo comes, it means it is harmony line. Now here again you have to identify the malocclusion. See, you can see the tongue clearly. The patient is thrusting the tongue. Patient is having tongue thrusting habit. Also, anterior H2 H5. Molars not in class 1, slightly ahead. The patient is going towards class 3. So this is both class 3 and tongue thrusting habit. Both B and C should be the answer. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Now this is a Fox plane. What is Fox plane? Now it is this portion. It is inserted between the upper and the lower teeth, and these two, they are outside towards the teeth. Now this plane helps us to check whether there is any kind of occlusion. What is the relationship of the occlusion with respect to the orientation of occlusion with respect to the face? So this helps in checking the occlusion with respect to the extraoral features. This is called as Fox plane. Here you have to tell the ratio between the middle face and the lower face. X represents the middle face, glabella to subnasal point. Y, lower face, subnasal to menton. Okay, the ideal ratio of X to Y is 45:55. If they are asking a round figure, then it is 1:1. If the options are 1:1, 1:2, 2:1, mark 1:1. If the options are these, then you have to mark the perfect option, which is a 45:55. Now this is Moyer's malocclusion they have asked. Moyers gave class 2 malocclusion. He classified class 2 malocclusion. He said that there are 6 types of malocclusion in class 2. Type A, B, C, D, E, and F. So I'll show you what it is. See, in type A, this line represents the normal position of the maxilla and mandible. Hasn't opened yet. Let it be. I'll explain you like this. See, in type A, if this line represents the normal position of the maxilla and mandible. You can see the maxilla is also behind the line, mandible is also behind the line. Okay, so in this position, both maxilla and mandible are slightly retrographic. Only in type C and type D of Moyer's malocclusion does both maxilla and mandible are retrographic. The difference between type C and type D is in type C the mandible and ears are proclined, but in type D they are upright. Okay, if these would have been upright, it is type D. Because they are proclined, it is type C. In type A, maxilla and mandible skeletally they are touching the line, they are orthognathic. In type E, the maxilla is prographic. Okay, so this also I've explained it beautifully in my video lectures. Go through them. If you mark this question incorrectly the first time, then you'll be able to go through the malocclusion, the classification again, and then so that you don't forget it, and you should remember this classification. Now let's move on to the next question. This now here we have come to Ceph. You have to identify the various Ceph points. See this B, the arrow marked by B. This curve is the pterygomandibular fissure. This pterygomandibular fissure, you have to tell the most posterior and superior point on the pterygomaxillary fissure. This point is the PTM point, or it is also called as pterygomaxillary point. This point is basion. What is basion? The structure just behind this point is the foramen magnum. Spinal cord is passing through that. The most anterior point on foramen magnum is called as basion, which is this. Most posterior point on foramen magnum, opistheon. So here A is basion, and the arrow which is marked as B is PTM point. These are various Ceph points which you should remember. You should remember more of these points: basion, PTM point, gonion, menton, gnathion, gonion. These are very important. Point A and point B. You have to remember the various Ceph landmarks. Only then will you be able to answer the Ceph questions. Go through the video lecture again so that you remember all the Ceph points. Here it is this point which you have to tell. Now see, this is Bolton's point, BO. It is not BA. It is not basion. From Bolton's point, you draw a line to nasion, Bolton-nasion line. On that line, you draw a propeller from this point. This is called as R point. It is also called as registration point. Okay, this is Broadbent registration point. Okay, this registration point is used when we have to superimpose one Ceph upon another. If you want to compare two or more Ceph, you have to put one Ceph placing for the other above the other. So you have to place them so that this point is coincident. Okay, this is R point, Broadbent registration point. Once you coincide all the Ceph placing on this point, then you can compare the growth of different structures with respect to this point. Here you have to identify the soft tissue line. This soft tissue line is passing from the tip of the nose, which is called pronasal, to the chin, menton. Sorry, cogonion. This. Okay. From the chin to the cogonion. This line is called as E line. Becket's aesthetic line. The upper lip should be minus 4 mm behind this line. Lower lip should be minus 2 mm from this line. Okay. Upper lip 4 mm behind. Lower lip 2 mm behind. Becket's aesthetic line. Okay. Another soft tissue line from the chin to the center of the base of nose. This center of the base. This is S line. So given by Steiner. Steiner said that ideally the lips should touch this line. If they are ahead of this line, lips are protrusive. If behind, declusive. Another soft tissue line. From the chin to the upper lip, most outer point of the upper lip. This line is called as H line. H line from chin to upper lip. E line, chin to tip of the nose. S line, chin to the center of the base of the nose. Z line, there is a Z line also in the B option. Z line is chin to the most prominent lip, whether upper lip or lower lip. Whichever is more outwards, more prominent, you draw a line to that lip. The most outermost point. If the upper lip is more prominent, then H line and Z line will be same. If lower lip is more prominent, you draw Z line from chin to the lower lip. This is again related to Ceph. This is the head holding device where we take the Ceph. Okay. So this device is called as cephalostat. This is cephalostat. Here we position the head of the patient. The distance between the X-ray and the patient is 6 feet. The misalignment of the patient is 15 centimeters. This is called as cephalostat. In Ceph, you have also seen this figure. This figure, if you haven't seen, this is a graphical representation of Down's analysis. Down's analysis, and if you want to get in one single graph, then you have to it's called polygon, or it's also called as Wiggle. Okay, so Voorhees polygon or Wiggle is a representation of Down's analysis, and we should know this figure. Now, this is another analysis, pictorial Ceph analysis. It is called as pitchfork analysis, and it was given by Johnston. What is pitchfork analysis? Pitchfork analysis is here we have pictorially depicted if suppose one jaw is prognatic, another is retrognatic, you elongate that arrow or you reduce the length of that arrow. With that, you can depict class 2, class 3, proclined, retroclined dentition. Okay, so just remember this figure. This is pitchfork